First I made friends through my roommates. So they were all from the States, and one was from Canada. And then my school offered, because the school that I went to was a huge exchange school, like 30 or 40% of the kids there are exchange students. So my first week they had like an introduction program, and there was kids from all over the world there, so I met people doing that. And then Sciences Po also had, they would have like happy hours, and so it was like this little bar restaurant right next to the school, and it was like mainly for exchange students, but they would also have French students there who they were kind of tasked with like helping you out in the country, and like where should you go to eat, and like best ways to like get around the city. And so that was very helpful to make friends and meet people that way. That was probably the main way that I made friends and international friends. So Paris is in France, but it's very metropolitan, and everyone there speaks English. So that was almost kind of a culture shock, because I was expecting to go into it and nobody would be able to speak to me, because my French is like very, very intermediate, and it turned out that like if I just said bonjour, they'd immediately recognize that I was an American and start speaking English to me. So that was kind of comforting, but also kind of disturbing, because I was like trying to improve my French and nobody would speak French to me. But once I got over that and I would like speak French back to them, then they'd kind of, warm up and be like, oh, like she's actually trying to be part of our culture. So that was one thing I learned like early on. And then as far as like other cultural significance goes, I honestly didn't have a very hard time adjusting to the culture shock, because like I said, it is a very metropolitan city. It was it had transit, like their public transit worked great, and I mean it wasn't super hard. I think I was a little homesick at first, but once I got over that, it was pretty smooth sailing.